What's good, Ravens fans? Thank you guys so much for joining us today for another episode of Raven Space Daily. It is Jason, the Raven Space YouTube OG. Again, shout out to the comments for saying that. Let's get right into it. We have our first topic, which is whether Roquan Smith is a one-year rental. I've been doing some research, guys. I've been looking around, and the answer is maybe. Honestly, it's not really known right now. So I came here. I want to ask you guys. Do you guys think he's a one-year rental? I'm gonna tell you what I think. So again, I've been looking at it. He was offered close to $100 million from the Bears, guys. And so they offered him literally about a $90 million contract, but he turned it down. He wants a $100 million contract. Now that puts us in a tough scenario. And the reason is because we have two people to pay and we only have one franchise tag. And so it's either going to be Roquan Smith or it's going to be Lamar Jackson. And of course, we all know the answer is Lamar Jackson. And so because of this, it puts us in a scenario where it could be a Yannick Ngakoue type of signing, which would really be a bummer. Again, this is supposed to be the last piece from a lot of Ravens fans' eyes. Again, let's just talk about some of the young talent that we have. Matabike, young, coming into it. Travis Jones, rookie, he's getting better. Again, we have Marlon Humphrey, who's not young, but he's still really good. Patrick Queen is still on his rookie deal, really young. All these players together are going to make up a young, formidable defense. That's the plan, and that's the hope. Is that going to happen? We have to see, because again, the Ravens have not been great at coaching up the defense this year. Again, we're still a bottom half defense, even though we've played better in recent weeks. Disappointing for sure, but this is supposed to be the final piece. Now, when it comes to a contract, he's going to want $100 million guaranteed over 5 years. Will the Ravens be able to do that? The question is, I don't know. Currently, guys, the Ravens have the least amount of cap space in the entire league. Now, again, a lot of that is because we have some people on one-year deals, right? Like Lamar Jackson, right? So his cap is literally his entire contract, right? Which is about $25 million. How is that going to play? How's that all going to come together? The answer is probably not well. So if I had to lean to it, to be honest, I would be thinking that unless they're going to give Lamar Jackson a fully guaranteed contract, Roquan Smith is probably going to be a one-year rental. It doesn't make me feel good saying that, but that's what the truth is. And these are my big reasons, right? I'm gonna give you guys two reasons I think it's going to be that way. One, he's going to want his money, right? The Ravens know that. Everyone knows that he's going to want his money. And again, if he plays really well and the Ravens make it far in the playoffs and this defense turns around, right? Let's say this defense goes from being the 26th ranked defense to like the, they do those stats to say, oh, after this week, the Ravens were the 5th best defense in the league. Well, yesterday's price ain't today's price, okay? So you just take that, boom, price is sky high now. And then you have to take in account the emotional aspect of it, right? If I'm Lamar Jackson and I am Lamar is the team, right? The reason that the Ravens are in first place is because of Lamar, guys. And that's just the fact. Because of Lamar, the Ravens are in first place. The reason that we have 3 losses is because of the defense and the fact that you're not helping out Lamar with receivers, which will be our second topic. Take all that into account, and the truth is, if I'm Lamar and someone came in and they got a big payday and I don't have a payday yet, I would feel some type of way. And there's already rumors and speculation that Lamar is unhappy, and there's teams out there who are going and saying different things to agents and stuff like that, even though Lamar doesn't have an agent. But again, Lamar's hearing everything. Lamar hears everything. the other teams would jump at the chance to sign Lamar, and I think they would give him a fully guaranteed contract. I honestly think the Saints would do it. I think the Falcons would do it. I think the Dolphins would do it. And so we can't risk making Lamar any more upset. And if we take money that is supposed to be his and we give it to Roquan, that'd be tough, right? So again, unless the Ravens are going to sign them both, or sign Lamar and franchise Roquan, then I think it'd be hard for Roquan to be here for multiple years. But that's what I think. You guys let me know. Again, let me know in the comments below. I want to know if you're on the stream and you let me know. Again, I'll put your comment up. We'll talk about it and we'll have this communication. So also, before I move on to the next topic here, because we have 3 topics like we always do every day. And if you have any questions, we answer questions. I'm going to drop the link, guys. This link allows you to come on screen, right? Which is awesome, right? So you can come on screen, you can talk to me. So you guys let me know. I have just dropped the link in the comments. So if you want to jump on, talk to me, have this communication, I'll answer your questions about Roquan, about anything. So that's how we do it here. This is about you guys. I'm here to talk to you. So we're going to go to the next topic. So for the next topic, we're going to talk about the trade deadline and it passing without the Ravens getting a receiver. This broke my heart. It honestly did. Again, we have to be better. We have to be better at helping out our best player. The truth is, he needs as much help as we can get. And I'm gonna go down the list of things for you guys. Shout out to Marcus. I'm going to answer your question at the end, Marcus. I promise you, I got you. So don't worry. So let's talk about the quarterbacks in the league, right? Is it a coincidence that Hurts from Philadelphia is having probably the best season of any quarterback? The same year he got a top 5 receiver in AJ Brown. Is that a coincidence? Is it a coincidence that Josh Allen didn't become Josh Allen until he got Stephon Diggs? Is it a coincidence that Matt Stafford, his best years were when he had Calvin Johnson? Then when Calvin Johnson left, it was just pointless yards. Then he got Cooper Kupp and won the Super Bowl. Are these coincidences, guys? Or is it that if you want your quarterback to go to the next level in today's league, you have to have the tools, right? Again, Tom Brady, he left New England. He left the greatest coach to ever coach and went to the Buccaneers. Why did he do that? Because he likes Tampa? No. He did it because they had all the receivers. They had Mike Evans, Godwin. They had so many people. We have to help out Lamar, and I'm disappointed that we didn't. And so now that we haven't helped him out, I'm going to tell you guys the receivers that we're going to roll out. We're going to have Bateman. Bateman, I don't know if he's in or if he's out. I'm joking. He's out. He's injured. But even when he's back, he's out. So, that's him. Again, shout out to Duvernay. He is a great receiver. I showed you guys the stats yesterday about how great he is. He can do it at a high level. Shout out to him. After that, though, who do we got? Again, Robinson had a great game. Let's get him more involved. Let's see if he can make those cornerbacks miss frequently, right? Prochet, I'm not even going to talk about Prochet no more, guys. He has to show me something, okay? He has to show me something. All these receivers I'm naming aren't great receivers, guys. Even I like Duvernay. He's not a great receiver. We have to help out Lamar, and it looks like, again, the Ravens are letting down Lamar by not getting players to help him out and build around him. It really seems like we're trying to build the really great defense because that's what the Ravens do. We have great defenses. So that's disappointing, but unfortunately, that is what it is currently. You guys let me know. How do you guys feel about us not getting Lamar a receiver? I gotta know because you guys, you run the show. So let's go on to our next topic here. Sorry. And our next topic is we're going to talk about some injuries. recently, John Harbaugh came out, talked about some injuries that we have, and I'm gonna pull up for you guys um, some some of the crazy information that we have gotten. So one thing is really crazy. Um, Another thing is just normal. That's fine. So when it comes to the craziest piece of information is that Tyus Bowser will be back this week. On Monday Night Football, Tyus Bowser will be playing. Um, it's awesome. I'm excited to see him play. You have Tyus, you have Roquan, you have Patrick Queen, you got Justin Houston. The way he's playing right now, this defense could make a giant leap, guys, and it could actually be the defense that the Ravens GMs and coaching staff think it is. It really could be. How close are we? I don't know. I got to see it in action. But when you have Tyus Bowser coming back, guys, again, when you have Roquan coming in, the defense is going to be at another level, right? I really do believe that. And once we get our safeties back healthy, we will be an excellent team on defense. Now, will that result in yards? I don't know. It takes time to gel, right? You have to gel. And hopefully we gel in the perfect time for the playoffs. The bad part of the injury report. Let's talk about Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews, they said that they don't know. They don't think it's serious, but it's not like a guaranteed he'll be back. So I do think he will not play this next game. I think they're going to give him the time to rest, make sure he's healthy. If he doesn't play this game, we win and we go into a bye week. That's the perfect scenario. Same thing with Gus. So Gus will not be here. He'll be out for a week. Gus Edwards, running back, same thing. We're hoping for the perfect scenario. Bateman's going to be out for a while. If you guys haven't seen the news, John Harbaugh said it. He's expected to miss multiple weeks due to a foot injury he suffered. Guys, maybe, during the bye week, I'll make a video talking about Rashad Bateman and how it's just been a disappointing year. He was supposed to be number one, guys, and it's been very, very disappointing. I'm just, it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate. I'm hoping that when he gets back 100% healthy, he'll really show us what he has. But I don't think Bateman, guys, I don't think he's better than Hollywood Brown. And that's hard to say. Hollywood Brown drops the ball. But I don't think he's better. I don't think he's better. So, and that's tough for me. That is 100% tough for me. Hopefully, when he gets back, he'll prove me wrong. But that is the injury report, guys. Those are the big injuries. Again, Tyus Bowser's coming back against the Saints. That's exciting. I'm excited to see that. I'm hoping it works out for us the way that I truly think it is going to work out for us. So, all right. And then, guys, we're going to get to our last topic. Like I said, I keep these brief for you guys. We try to do each topic in about 5 to 10 minutes because I want to get to the real stuff, guys. I want to answer your questions. And as you guys know, the last topic is always, always, always your questions. So let's get to the mailbag section. And guys, I answer questions till you stop me. I have also dropped the link. It's you'll see it right here. I'll drop it again for you guys. If you guys want to come up on the show and talk, people will be able to see you or hear you, right? You don't have to have your camera on. That's fine. No knuckleheads, though. Come on, I just got off of work. No knuckleheads, okay? Please. All right. So let's go through it. First question we have here from Marcus McClendon. If I said your name wrong, I'm sorry. He asks, do you think Lamar should get the 230 fully guaranteed? I wasn't on board at first, but at this point, just give it to him. I think I was on board in the beginning, only because it was weird to me that the market was always the who's up next market. and then it seemed like just because the Browns made a bad decision, now Lamar's responsible for that. I didn't like that at all. Just because someone else made a bad choice doesn't mean that affects me. And if everyone is getting their money, then I need to get my money too. Guys, I don't think Lamar is going to be the first quarterback to get a guaranteed contract other than Deshaun Watson. I think this new crop that are coming up, I think they're going to. One of them is going to get guaranteed contracts. Joe Burrow, for example, he's injury prone. So if I'm him, I'm trying to get a guaranteed contract. You have the kid in Los Angeles, the Chargers. He's a very talented kid. He might get a guaranteed contract, guys. The younger quarterbacks, they're not really about playing a game, like these older quarterbacks like Russell Wilson is. So, and they have more leverage, right? Aaron Rodgers couldn't get a fully guaranteed contract because Aaron Rodgers is old, guys. Okay, Lamar Jackson's not old. This won't be Lamar Jackson's last big contract, right? So I think they will get it. I think they should give it to him. I don't want to, again, I'm not a businessman in the sense that I run the numbers for the Ravens. But without Lamar Jackson, one, the team is terrible, right? Our offense would not be able to score. Remember last year, we were in first place in the division. Lamar went out. We didn't win a game without Lamar as a starter. So that's not great. That's not great. At the injury, we did not win the game. So give it to him. And again, the fans love him. He brings money in. So it's just what it is, guys. We got to give him the money. We got to give him the money. So, all right. We're going to go to the next question. And it's not a question. It's just a shout out. So I'm going to jump here. Alexander Rico said, "What's up, bro? Hey, what's up? Thank you for joining the stream." We just doing the question segment. Again, you'll be able to go back and see the topics. We talked about Roquan Smith. It's a little bit more. We talked about injuries. But right now we're doing the questions. So if you have a question, throw it in. And I'm going to answer them. Like I said, I'm here till you guys stop throwing questions. So here on the stream, again, Jay, he says, "I don't think Smith is a one-year rental. The way Eric DaCosta covets picks, I doubt he burned a second and a fifth on a rental. This trade doesn't bode well for PQ. My bet is he doesn't get his fifth-year option." Wow, Jay. That's pretty great. Shout out to Jay on that one. I didn't even think about it like that. I thought they would want to keep as much talent as possible. But I think you're right. If you have to pick between Roquan and Patrick Queen, who you picking, right? I'm telling you who I'm picking. I'm picking Roquan. So that would be interesting. I also agree about the picks thing as well. But the thing is, the way that the NFL people value picks is so crazy to me. Because if Roquan Smith was available at the end of the first round, when he was a rookie and did not prove anything, every single GM would put number 32 in that draft pick and pick him up. If you knew in your head, hey, I'm going to get a player if I draft him with my second round pick that's going to lead the league in tackles, and be arguably one of the best middle linebackers, you would do it any day. So the fact that people covet these picks, to me, honestly, if they wanted a first round pick for him, I would have did it, because again, if you look at the history of Ravens first round picks, some of them hit, but a lot of them miss. So I'm not with it. But yes, I agree with your points. I think you have two great points there. So shout out to you, Jay. Your points are awesome there. All right. So this one here, this comes from Marcus as well. He says, unfortunately, Bateman is injury prone. Super disappointing. If he was healthy, this roster would have no holes and be ready for a championship run. I agree with the injury prone part and the disappointing part. I think that we would have holes, but it would be because of injuries, right? For some, we are the most injured team 2 years in a row, guys. Our running back, if our running backs were healthy, we would have a great running back room. If our receivers are healthy and Bateman was a number one, then we'd be good at receiver as well. Unfortunately, we're just not healthy. Our offensive line, the only questions our offensive line has is can they gel and are they healthy? And so that's what I think. And again, on defense as well, we have injuries there, but we're so deep on defense at so many different spots. The injuries aren't really affecting us that as much as they did. We were bad before them, and now we're bad still. So hopefully, Roquan cleans that up. But again, shout out. Thank you for your question. Let's keep on going. We got some more in. So shout out to you guys. So Alexander Rico said, I think we should have gotten a receiver. Ravens always never get a solid one. So this was actually one of our topics, Alexander, that they just never ever, they're never ever helping. They're never ever helping Lamar route. And I don't think it's fair to Lamar at a certain point. You can see here, this was the topic. I don't think it's fair to Lamar at a certain point, because at a certain point, you have to help him out. Again, he's getting ridiculed because he can't throw the ball by NFL media, by fans and things like that. And you're not helping him out. It's just like you're just leaving him to win every single game. Him and Mark Andrews and Justin Tucker. Hey guys, if we're gonna get points, it's all on y'all. Okay. Duvernay's been throwing his hat in there. Shout out to Duvernay. And the run game, when it's healthy, has been doing it. But the run game ain't been healthy in 2 years, guys. So again, we think it's ridiculous too. Thank you for your comment. But yeah. So, and then here's the last one I have. Shout out to Jet. I love you guys throwing questions in there. Again, you make the show. So thank you again, Jay. He says, with the amount of cap space the team has, do you see Marcus Peters coming back, or do you think the first round pick next year's at cornerback? The cap savings could go to Lamar or Roquan. It's going to have to be a pay cut, guys. It's going to have to be a pay cut. This is going to hurt me, guys. The simple truth of the matter is, if you've been watching the games, Juice Man ain't got it like he used to. The squeeze ain't there like it used to be. Okay. And I don't see this drop off. And I think it's because of injury, not because, he's just not good. I think it's because of the injury. But receivers run past him every game and get big plays. Every single game. Now, I did see that we made an adjustment versus the Bucks where we put Marlon over there, or we had a safety over the top to help him out. He's still a killer in zone coverage, right? He dropped the interception. He's a killer in zone coverage, and that's worth some type of money. Do I know how much that's worth? Not really, especially at cornerback where it's a premier position. Jay says, I don't think he trusts the knee yet. Shout out. So again, I'm with you guys. I'm with you 100%. I don't think he does either. And it's showing by people running past him. I mean, just tailing past him, guys. So I think he's going to take a pay cut. Will he take a pay cut? I don't know. The issue, though, is that do you trust a rookie cornerback to come in? And again, some rookie corners are really good, right? But you don't get a Sauce Gardner, with the 25th pick. And the Ravens are planning to have a high pick, right? We want the 32nd pick, but they're planning to get a high pick. You're not going to get a cornerback there. So you're going to have to go into free agency and get another cornerback. Cornerbacks in free agency cost money. So what do and you got to pay these other people. The Ravens have just not done a great job putting the money where it needs to be, because they tried to put it on defense, but then they found out that it doesn't matter how much money you put on defense, you're not beating Patrick Mahomes consistently. It doesn't matter how much money you put on defense, you're not beating Josh Allen consistently, right? And that's just what the truth of the matter is. It's not a coincidence that the last couple of Super Bowls have had some great offenses, right? Cooper Kupp was a Triple Crown winner, right? Matt Stafford is a very talented quarterback. Sean McVay is an offensive genius. who do they go against? Right? They went against Joe Burrow, very good. Chase, I think he's the best receiver in the league. So again, we there's no easy stuff here. If you want to compete, you gotta give the money to where the money belongs to. And on this team, it belongs to Lamar Jackson because he's the best player on the team. And unfortunately, them waiting so long is going to prevent Marcus Peters and maybe even Roquan from signing. If they would have gave him his money a year ago, it'd have been different. And again, if they wait again, I don't know what the Ravens are thinking. And I'm going off on a tangent. Sorry, I don't know what the Ravens are thinking because guess what, guys? Whatever contract you think you're going to give him, Russell Wilson's contract or Kyler Murray's contract, guys. These other quarterbacks that are coming up are about to blow that out the water. Because again, selling tickets matters, and quarterbacks sell tickets, and so they're gonna blow it out the water, and the price is still gonna keep on going up and up and up. So, all right, guys, I think I answered all the questions. Again, we talked about 4 topics. If you're just coming, please rewatch the live. We're going to have it there for you guys to watch anytime you want. If you only care about certain topics, sorry, the live, we talk about 4 specific topics. So let me know, guys. Any more questions coming in? I'm here to answer them. I'll give you about 5 seconds. Let me know. But again, thank you guys. And then shout out to the people who are on the stream that put questions in. Shout out to Marcus. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Alexander. You guys make the show. Again, I talk about the topics. I find them, but everything else is on you guys. So thank you guys so much. And go Ravens.